Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Magical McDs channel and our extremely thorough overview of the Grand Destino Tower and the Coronado Springs Resort at Walt Disney World. This was filmed over Labor Day weekend of this year, and I remember when we booked it, many months ago. I told my wife, I told Amber, I said, let's just do a stay at this resort where we don't leave. I don't want to leave property. I don't want to go to Disney Springs. I don't want to go to one of the theme parks. I don't want to go off-site for a meal. I just want to stay and enjoy all the amenities that this hotel has to offer. And boy, there are a lot. You're going to hear, if you've watched any video on Coronado Springs, you've probably heard everybody say this is a deluxe level resort for moderate level prices. That's 100% true. I hate to even repeat it again, but it is extremely true. And Grand Destino Tower, when this thing went up in 2019, I believe, with the addition of that and three Bridges Bar and Grill, Via Del Lago is what they also call it. It just up-leveled this resort in a number of ways. It added a new fitness facility. It added, obviously, a number of amenities in terms of restaurants and drinking locations. There's the Barcelona Lounge, which is right over this ledge that we're looking at here in the main lobby. On the rooftop, you've got the Dahlia Lounge, which is kind of attached to Toledo, which is a fantastic Spanish-style restaurant. You get incredible views of much of the Walt Disney World Resort up there. So it just up-leveled this place in every way, shape, or form. And like I said, I just didn't want to leave the resort for this weekend. So this video really does get into the nooks and crannies of every inch of the resort. I'm going to go ahead and timestamp some different locations in the description, so if you want to skip ahead, you're welcome to do so. We just hit 85 subscribers this weekend, so I want to thank you for watching. I would encourage you to subscribe, hit the notifications bell. We are a growing channel. It's been around for a couple of years, but we really only started doing anything with it just a few weeks ago, so we're finding our footing, so if some of the editing is awkward or repeating ourselves, bear with us. We hope to get better. We're not Spielberg yet, but we're finding our way. We certainly try and bring an authentic voice to these. We try and bring some entertaining perspectives, and above all, candor and honesty. If we don't like something, we're going to tell you. Like, for example, the Mickey waffle ears with stuffed chicken that everybody's raving about, they kind of suck. They're not that great. You'll see that later on in the video. So that's what you get with this channel. Hope you subscribe, hope you like it, and hope you stay to the end. Thanks so much for watching.
All right, here we are, the room tour of room 844 in the Grand Destino Tower at the Coronado Springs. Oh, you can still, this place still has that new room smell, new building smell. It's lovely. My wife asked me if I knew where everything was, so I wasn't going to be awkward in the video. I can't honestly say that I do, but I know where one thing is, and that's the view. So let's go straight to the view. I feel like a lot of room tours, it's hard to offer something new, and I feel like a lot of room tours save the view for the end, so I'm going to give it to you at the beginning. We're towards the center. We're not far from the elevator banks in Grand Destino Tower. That's Three Bridges Grill, if I'm not mistaken, out there in the center with obviously the three bridges leading to it. And then the dig site, the pool complex, is right over there in the middle of the screen now. So it's a nice view. One of the downsides maybe about being in the center of the tower is you are where this ornate steel structure is outside. It makes the building look beautiful, but it limits them to just one window for these tower rooms. I don't know if the rooms further down, they might have three windows. That could be an advantage. Maybe they only have one, in which case you're not losing out. But yeah, look at that, it's beautiful. So now we'll backtrack. We have the preferred view king suite. So we have a nice big king bed. Love that you can put your bags underneath. Plenty of lighting, although I will say that lamp is not working. A nice big plush couch that folds out into a bed. A couple tables there and a nice chair for sitting. One of the downsides, I believe it's all moderate hotels, is they do not offer a balcony. So there's no balcony at this hotel. There is a balcony on the roof at the Dahlia Lounge. There we go, Magical McDs, the McDonald family, one of our favorite features. A really robust desk area. I think because they're also catering to the convention crowd that stays here. There's a large convention center. And then we'll come back. Look how wide, though, the foyer is in these rooms. Very nice. Nice sliding barn door for the bathroom area. And I'm really impressed with the bathroom area. Look at this. Twin sinks. Hello, everybody. Gotta have the twin sinks. And then a nice walk-in shower with a handheld and a rain tub, basically a rain tub. It'll do the job, but nice, spacious. They have all the products in there, anything you can need. And then a separate water closet with its own door for privacy. Because who doesn't want that? But yeah, loving it. We checked in at 9 o'clock this morning and the room was ready. It is Labor Day weekend. So I was pretty impressed with that service. I feel like we're really getting our values worth out of this. So we are doing a staycation, 2 nights here. We're gonna do it all. How delicious it is. Look, I got the Espimosa's punch. And Amber got, what'd you get, Amber?
The tequila daisy.
The tequila daisy. So this is our pregame over at the Dahlia Lounge. It's not that busy. It's still kind of stayed pretty slow. There's plenty of spots at the bar. And it's about 7 o'clock and it is Labor Day weekend. So not too bad for a holiday weekend.
Our dinner just arrived and it looks so good. So we decided to get the bone-in ribeye for 2. And then we also got a couple of sides. So we got the Brussels sprouts. They came highly recommended by our server. We got the potatoes bravas. And then the shish Cheeto peppers. All of it looks fantastic. We're gonna dig into this now.
Just got back from an amazing dinner at Toledo, and here is the view at night of the lake. So, Three Rivers Restaurant, you can see the pool is still open. It's about 9:30 at night. Down below, the movie of the night, which was, I believe, Raya's Dragon. It should be close to wrapping up, but this resort is so pretty. It's so beautiful, especially at night if you take a stroll around the lake. It's just such a beautiful resort and it really pops. Highly recommend the premier water view in Destino Tower. This is spectacular.
Good morning, campers. Boy, what a great night last night. Toledo was awesome. It is just before 8 a.m. Look at this view. I got up a couple times last night to come out and look at it again, at that nighttime view. Oh, by the way, so there used to be a marina here. I was reading on the Wikipedia page. We used to do boats and kayaks and whatnot here, and I'm pretty sure this building right here is, my guess is the old Marina Rentals. Maybe they had like a dock down there. I don't know. If you are familiar with this hotel or the history, maybe let us know in the comments, but that's my guess. And it makes sense that they wouldn't do the marina after Three Bridges, because that really would have restricted at least boat access to the other half of the lake over there. I know that the total land size, like the plot of land that this hotel is on, apparently is as big as the Magic Kingdom, which is not hard to believe, especially when we were on the rooftop deck at Toledo last night. You take into account the parking lot and the convention center. This place is just absolutely massive. Anyways, we're gonna go get some breakfast downstairs. I think there's two options for breakfast. There's Rick's Cafe, which has a lot of tasty options. It's reservation, but I think you can get in there too. And then there's the quick serve. So we're gonna check out both. There's obviously, you know, quick service at, I think, one of the bars downstairs in the morning. They serve coffee and some breakfast sandwiches. And then worst case scenario, you could always go get some Pop-Tarts and donuts in the gift shop. But in terms of like a sit-down restaurant, I think your options are the quick service and Rick's. So yeah, we're gonna see what's what and get some breakfast. Most important meal of the day, and certainly my favorite. So we snagged a walk-up reservation to Rick's sports bar. But if you come to the Mercado, which is the quick serve, breakfast hours are till 11 o'clock. And here's what they have. So, oh, well, now it's on lunch, but hopefully you can go back and just pause that. But it's your standard fare. Lunch is from 11:30 to 2, and then dinner 5 to 11. And this is about as busy as we've seen it in here. Breakfast seems to be the go-to mealtime. It's so pretty in here, though. Look at this wide open spaces. So here is the menu. Pretty standard fare, and the prices aren't terrible for breakfast in a hotel. The hostess was telling us, and we're well aware of this, that the chicken stuffed waffles have been causing a lot of reservations to go, but there's a lot of empty tables in here. Anyways, Amber she did get the chicken stuffed waffles. I got the all-American breakfast. We're eagerly awaiting that. And then we're on the fence about having some breakfast cocktails. I think I'm kind of leaning towards the El Dorado Sunrise. But another point about the reservations is if you can't get a table when you come into Rick's, you can always just go to the bar. No reservations required. You can walk up, plenty of seats available. Pro tip. Breakfast has arrived and it looks pretty good. I got the all-American scrambled eggs with some sausage, some toast, but the real star at this table are the Mickey waffles. They are chicken strips baked into these, and they look delicious. I'm definitely gonna be having a bite of that. We just had breakfast at Rick's, and the verdict on the Mickey waffles with chicken tenders inside is mixed. It's not mixed, it's negative, frankly. It's a great concept, great idea. We love Rick's Cafe, but they were just bland and not that good. I think you needed to put a lot of syrup on them, so that's our takeaway. They make a croissant sandwich. It's a croissant club. That is to die for. I love it. And we might be coming back to Rick's on this trip just so I can get them. But look how peaceful. You know, it's in the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour on a Sunday, Labor Day weekend, and it's just so peaceful. But that can't be said for the lobby. The lobby was definitely bustling with activity. There were a lot of people there, but we're just taking a stroll, walking off for breakfast, seeing some of the amenities. Then we're gonna head over to the dig site and see what the shuffleboard situation is. So apparently the pool at the dig site, the main pool, the awesome pool. I mean, look at this pyramid. There's a slide back there. It is not up until 10 a.m. So this is the calm before the literal storm. This place will be calamity later. I will say it seems to be really difficult, fairly difficult to find consistent seating here. If you want something in the shade or some specific request, you're going to be out of luck most of the day unless you get here super early. But yeah, no, this is a great pool and it's huge. Amber is not having a pleasurable experience on what she's now called the torture chair.
Torture chair, guys. Torture chair.
Is it better on your legs?
No.
These chairs are legit. There's like
like
a series of steel balls that go around your back and your neck.
I'm getting poked in weird places. No bueno.
So you definitely get your money's worth with these chairs.
It's definitely not relaxing.
12 and a half minutes was long list. 12 and a half minutes of my life. These are not soft touch hands. These are like wrestlers' hands are on you. This is you definitely get manhandled. Also, not the appropriate setting. There's skee ball right behind it. It's just a loud place to have a relaxing massage, but you do get the bang for the buck. 12 and a half minutes, and it's you want deep tissue, this is the chair to come to. So I grabbed a great spot by the pool. Really wasn't a rush to get in here. They opened the doors about 9:45, about 15 minutes before they wanted you to get in the pool. And we got this spot. We're having some friends joining us later, so just a nice comfortable spot in the shade. Here is the arcade though. That's where the misplaced chairs were, the massage chairs. Again, great bang for the buck, but man, they were rough. And just not a relaxing setting, having two massage chairs in an arcade. The other thing about the arcade is I think this would be better suited towards the lobby or the main building. It feels shoved in here. And then speaking of misplaced locations, they have shuffleboard, but it's right next to this playground. And it's been mostly loud here with children. Shuffleboard, in my opinion, should be a more relaxed setting. The other thing I'll say is I was disappointed. This is not a clay, like a tennis court kind of material, shuffleboard. Because I really wanted to hear the sounds of the disc going over the clay. It's like an ASMR sound, so you don't get that there. So it's about 11 a.m. We have a nice spot by the pool, and I'm walking back to the room to charge my phone for a little bit and get some supplies. But I just wanted to stop and remark on just how pretty this resort is. And look, I mean, there's just, the pool's busy, but the resort just has this very quiet, relaxed feel. I do wish Three Bridges Bar was open up earlier in the day. That would be nice, because look at this view. You can't say enough about coming to a Disney resort and just staying at the resort the entire time. It's a very underrated experience, and this is one of the best resorts to do it at. So we're waiting at the Three Bridges Bar and Grill over here, which opens at 4:30. But I just missed it. I turned on the record button just a tad too late. There was a big, large turtle hanging right here, and that's one of the cool things about this resort is the wildlife. We've seen a lot of rabbits, relatively tame rabbits, squirrels. We took a walk here a couple months ago and there were baby turtles all over the pathways, like the mothers had laid eggs. So like, it's a good place to come and see some wildlife. One time we did see I'm not gonna lie, we saw a gator trap on the far side of the lake. And we came back a few weeks later and it was gone, so they must have solved the problem they were hunting for. But yeah, there's a lot. You're definitely, this is more off on the side. They say this is in the animal kingdom part of the property, so it just feels more secluded over here, so I'm not surprised that there's more nature encounters. I wish that turtle would have come back, but he swam to the depths and has disappeared, so I'm sure he's fine. So it's drink time at Three Bridges Bar and Grill here at the Coronado. We got a bourbon breeze. You really can't go wrong with that. And then here's their menu, a little bit of everything.
We've never been disappointed. We've had the wings, the coconut chicken. I believe we had that one time. But the cocktails are good. What really come here for is the
Thank you.
the setting. It's such a beautiful bar. This is part of the expansion with the tower. They built this out a few years ago, and it has been a wonderful addition. So we're in Three Bridges. It opens at 4:30 on most days, if not all days. And there's a line to get in, but you can see not too packed. There's Beautiful Wife right there at the corner of the bar. A pretty good place to be. But you gotta love it. I mean, it's just completely open air. Great. You can't argue with these views. God, just beautiful. On a nice, peaceful Labor Day weekend. We're hanging out here. We're gonna have some snacks. We're gonna have some wings, which are some of the best wings on property, and some queso, and maybe a mojito or two. Here we go, the Szechuan wings. These are so good at Three Bridges. And then we got some chips with queso. You can't go wrong. In a southwestern themed resort on Labor Day weekend. What doesn't get much better than that? I went with just a Corona, and Beautiful Wife went with the Bourbon Breeze. I can vouch for that. It's a pretty darn good drink, but yeah, this is the star attraction, followed by its best Academy Award nominee for Best Supporting Actor right here, these chips and queso. So we're going to go dive into these. We just finished at Three Bridges, and we're walking back to the room. But on the way, we noticed that the little lakeside bar over by the convention center in El Mercado is open for the night. I don't remember this opening last night, but it's Sunday night. It's opening now. We've had a drink or two here. It's a good place to unwind, and it's called the Laguna Bar. But this is one of, I think, 6 bars on property because of the convention center. So it's a great place to be a Disney adult. Yeah, and so we ended up getting a drink at said bar. This is some spin on the Mai Tai. This is some sort of spin on a daiquiri. After a long afternoon, they are very thirst quenching, but the best part of this is the room we're in. This is the old lobby, apparently, for the Coronado Springs. It is just this huge. It almost feels like you're in a church, and we are sitting in the chairs you're looking at over here. They are incredibly comfortable. The AC is at a nice cold level, and we are just hanging out. It is just very relaxing in here. You can plug your cell phones in, you can do work on a laptop. There's these weird like side pews. I mean, this place has like a church feel. I feel like I should almost be reading the Bible, but instead I'm having a Mai Tai. So, because that's what kind of weekend it is, and we are loving the Coronado Springs. Look, it's so pretty here. Look at this. Everything about this place. I mean, there's even a crest to the Coronado Springs up here. Look at this. It's like, we are House Coronado Springs. We support the Lord of Winterfell. This place has it all. As the sun sets on another day, The Incredibles is climaxing. There's the sunset. Our second night in Coronado Springs. It's so sad. I hate the end of a staycation. This one's coming to a close, but tonight we're gonna grab maybe some Rick's Sports Bar and Grill, maybe some quick service in the Mercado. I'm not sure, we haven't decided yet, but definitely a drink or two in the Barcelona Lounge downstairs, and then I think we're gonna make use of some of the outdoor space. This evening we might check out what the Disney Under the Stars movie is and enjoy Coronado Springs after dark at this beautiful resort. It has been such a joy. Here we are, back in the shining hallway on our way to the Barcelona Lounge on the first floor. We were having a discussion earlier. What is the room number? The problematic room number that witch lives in The Shining? We forgot. I know we could look it up, but if anybody's watching this, please Let us know in the comments if you know. I still haven't seen 2 little girls in the hallway or a kid on a big wheel, so I think we're doing good. One of the best things about this lobby is the lobby, frankly. But this is the back part of it. This is and we're looking down on I think it's called the Barcelona Lounge down below. But it is so stinking pretty here. It's a beautiful, beautiful space from when you come in. There's the Barcelona Lounge. One of our favorite bars on property. So here we go. Amber, beautiful wife, got the Armada, which is a lot of bang for the buck. I'd be lying if I knew what was in it. There's, I think, some bourbon and some other goodies in it, banana. And then this is the Santa Maria Collins, basically a play on the Tom Collins. Let's take a real-time taste test. Oh, that is lovely and refreshing, especially after a day by the pool. And we know we love the Armada. That's awesome too. But look at this bar. I mean, I forgot. Like, can we just... This bar is nice. I love the thick marble bar stand. And again, there's so much seating in here. Love this place. So we just keep relocating and playing musical chairs in the lobby because these chairs up against the window and the view they have of the entire lounge are just too good to pass up. Love it. The artwork in here also, by the way, is fantastic. There's obviously a Dali influence here. Very intentional. Apparently there's some history between him and Walt back in the day. But you can look that up on your own. The Grand Destino at night. This is the lake view. God, it's just such a pretty resort when it's all lit up. The ground level view. 3 bridges out there. Sun's setting now. What I like about this too is there's all these like nice little spaces around the resort. Look at these Adirondack chairs there. But there's a lot of chairs up on the lawn. Apparently there is not a Disney movie tonight, so we shan't be doing that. But I think we're gonna get some food at the quick service and maybe have another drink at the Barcelona Lounge. The night is young. We'll see what happens. Amber, can you shine? Can you shine, Amber? You haven't seen a man running around here with an axe lately, have you? Saying, here's Johnny.
All work and no play.
Oh, wow, wow, wee, wow. I have a chair. Do this, do that, do this, do that. This chair is awesome. Fully. Look at this. It almost goes all the way around. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Taking in that view one more time. Nice to have the fountain running. I think when I got this in the dark last time, the fountain was not running. Just a spectacular view. You can see the fireworks, I should add. We heard them as we were coming up here tonight. Oh, speaking of the devil, you can see the fireworks. So those are the Magic Kingdom fireworks. Kind of far away, but definitely visible. I love that What Is the Old Lobby has this little nook for watching Donald Duck and Chip and Dale cartoons. How cute is that? Because this room is awesome. This used to be the lobby for the Grand Coronado where Destino Tower was built, and it is an awesome place to come and chill out. They were doing pin trading on these tables the other night. I don't know if that's an official activity, but it is just so comfortable. The furniture is just so pretty. There's just nice art everywhere. It's a great place to come and do some work. I think the conference goers really get a lot of use out of this room. Have little impromptu meetings. These chairs are so comfortable. How Mad Men are these, by the way? I feel like Don Draper would sit in these and make a pitch. So comfortable. And at the end of this, what used to be the old lobby, is the Panchitos, the gift shop. Panchitos is actually a really great gift shop as far as hotel gift shops goes. It's pretty huge. You can get your fill of some Halloween merch here. Some Three Bridges merch, Vitiligo. They got their customized hats. Not as cool as the Abracadabra hat at Boardwalk, but still pretty cool. So everything you would need. Let's do an Entenmann's check. And there it is, Entenmann's. You find the best supply of Entenmann's donuts in every Disney hotel gift shop, and I love it. Everything you need if you're a Entenmann's fan. Look, breakfast is hands down the busiest meal at the Mercado. The tables it's full as you see it. We've been here for dinner, lunch, and now breakfast. And yeah, this is just the meal of the day here. I don't know why Disney makes breakfast so hard to get. It's hard to find it in the parks. It's hard to find it in Disney Springs. The hotels kind of like half-heartedly address it. It's the most important meal of the day, and Disney needs to step up to the plate with breakfast. No doubt about it. Just finished some breakfast at the quick serve, and it was pretty good. We had I had a sausage, egg and cheese, and the wife had a bacon, egg and cheese with some hash browns. Not bad. Definitely the cheapest breakfast we've had at Disney in a while, but here, just to give you perspective, we're going into the first kind of neighborhood of the hotel, but if you're on the inside loop of the hotel, this is kind of one of the entrances into the convention center. And I know a lot of groups that rent out the convention center, they'll do like cocktail soirees, kind of outdoor events in this space. They light it up with some cafe lighting, but so pretty. So there's the exterior staircase to the convention center, and this is the first neighborhood of the 3 neighborhoods outside of Grand Destino Tower. These are called the Casitas. This is just a small fraction of them, but this is the courtyard I was talking about with the lighting, where people from Kaizen Permanente can talk about what rock stars they are, or they're, meeting their goals in the second quarter, or whatever it is they talk about at their functions. We've all been there. And if you haven't been there, you're a very lucky person.
Everybody loves a good Disney trash can, because even they're themed. Here's the Coronado Springs Biddy, or as my husband said, Benito.
Like I said earlier, this resort is huge. Depending on the source, I think Wikipedia has it at like, I don't know, between 1,800 and 1,900 rooms. I found another source that said 2,250 rooms. I know that Grand Destino Tower is about 570 rooms, with 50 of those being suites, but just for perspective, we're still in the Casitas area, which seems to be one of the larger neighborhoods. We were just there at this fountain, and we're making our way around the entire resort, but the Casitas is massive. I'm gonna stop by their pool in a second, but depending on where you're at in the Casitas, there's really not a bad view in the house. The Casitas is massive. So we're not going to go into the pool because who wants to film people in their bathing suits or filmed while in their bathing suits? Not us. But this is where there are 3 pools outside the dig site, each so-called neighborhood. So this is the Casitas pool. Has them. They're small, they're quiet. We can vouch for, I think, all 3 of the smaller pools here. They're all great. You don't get drink service. There's no bar. There's no food, except for maybe a vending machine, but they often have laundry facilities nearby. So if you need to do the laundry and you want to hang out by the pool and get it all done in one fell swoop, that's not a bad idea. No matter where you are on this loop, you just want to stop and admire the views. And by the way, how pumping is this like Spanish Enya kind of vibe here, juxtaposed with the approach this lake and ye shall die sign warning you about the alligators. The threat's real. I said earlier we saw a cage in here to capture alligators, so it is Florida still, so watch out for the wildlife. Most of it's pretty friendly, but you never know what's lurking under the waters. Got major Beverly Hills vibes as we're almost out of the Casitas, but just look how nice this walk is to the fountain up there. If you're staying in these rooms, what a nice courtyard view you have. This would be a courtyard view, so one of the more affordable options, and it is still pretty darn nice. So after you leave the Casitas on the far side of the resort, there is this weird like boat entry that I'm sure they still use. I mean, there's a rope up, but back in the day before Three Bridges was built, there was a marina here, according to Wikipedia. But I trust it, I believe it. This lake's big enough. So maybe this is where the marina was. Was this part of it? If you guys stayed here back in the day, the hotel opened in '97, drop a note in the comments, let us know. I'm dying to know where this marina was. And now we're in the Ranchos section. This is hands down my favorite little corner of the resort. I might be more inclined to stay here than even Grand Destino Tower, just because I love this vibe. I think this is the closest to like a true American southwestern vibe inside the resort. The big drawback is it is the furthest from Grand Destino Tower, and therefore the lobby and the hub and the restaurants and the convention center. They obviously have their own parking lot behind these buildings, so you can drive over here and then drive to the main building, but that's kind of a hassle. But I just love it. This is such a peaceful, beautiful part of the resort. It's really amazing to walk through here at magic hour when the sun is setting, and it's just, you really get those desert vibes then. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful part of a beautiful resort. Oh, hey honey.
Hi.
Is this your favorite part of the resort too? Do you have a favorite part?
It's all beautiful.
It is all beautiful. All right, I think we're at the end of the, unfortunately, the Ranchos section, and I'm honestly at a loss where the third section is. We'll tell you when we get there. It's blanking on me. I can't remember these names for the life of me.
The Cabanas.
The Cabanas. Amber gets the win. We're going to the Cabana section, which has one of the more unique features here, and we'll point that out in just a second. As I said earlier, each of the neighborhoods has their own sort of mini pool. And again, I don't want to film the inside of the pool, but trust me when I tell you that this is the nicest mini pool. The Ranchos, it feels like the most secluded, the most natural with these rocks. Just really pretty, and there's only a couple people there right now because it's very close to the dig site, and I think people staying over here are just more inclined to go to the big pool. So pro tip, if you want the best quiet pool in the resort, in our opinion, it is the Ranchos mini pool. And now we're entering the final neighborhood, the Cabanas, which is a super awesome part of the hotel. Very different vibe than the other twos. And there's also an entrance to the dig site over here. You can see everything they have to offer. There is a hot tub in there, obviously the main pool, the arcade, and the massage chairs we talked about. There's a water slide, and then there's a kiddie splash pool area. I would rank this as easily one of the best resort pools in all of Disney World, probably in the top 5, if not the top 3. Yeah, the vibe here is very different than the other two neighborhoods. I feel like there's like a golf course on the other side of these buildings. It's just that kind of feel. But then it's got the beach. when the weather cooperates, this is quite an asset. I mean, we've got a heck of a view. It'd be a nice place to come down, read a book, and watch the world go by. And finally, the last of the mini pools, the Cabanas. Mini pool, again, very, very quiet, relatively secluded, just across from the beach, and super close to Grand Destino Tower. Which neighborhood did you like the best? Drop us a note in the comments and let us know. And if you stayed in any of these and why you liked it.
So that's going to conclude our tour of the Grand Destino Tower and the Coronado Springs Resort. We had a wonderful stay. Thank you for watching the video. If you made it this far, I implore you to go ahead and hit subscribe, activate the alarm bell so you get notifications when we're uploading videos. This is the kind of content you can expect from us. We're hoping to do more super deep dives like this one into, well, frankly, all the resorts moving forward, because why not? Again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have fun storming the castle.